Wonderful. So I love your work. I love what you're doing. So thank you for taking a minute out to talk about it.
Thank you so much. My pleasure to be here.
Yeah, you bet. So let's begin our journey into your work as an artist and an author and a coach. I want to know first and foremost, 5 years ago, one of the biggest things that hit us was this pandemic, and it rearranged and sent us into all these different directions. How did you make it through that time period, and how has it affected the way that you do things now?
I started writing, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
yeah. About 10 years ago, I started writing, and there was so many poems. Last year, I decided to publish my first book
Yeah.
and second book. And since then, I am busy author, Next month, that's going to be my fourth book
Okay.
published. Uh, so I have Rules of Laughter, Dictionary of Laughter, Volume 1, Dictionary of Laughter Volume 2, and by next one, that's going to be Oxygen of Laughter,
Okay.
going to be published.
So take me back to the beginnings of your life. How did you get into writing? I mean, how did this career become your world now?
I originally started on Diamond District in New York with my family since 1979, buying and selling diamond and jewelry, and I designed jewelry on that time. And for 30 years, that was family business. Early 2000s, I started my technique called Linerism, my artwork that I created, and I start my artwork. And like 10 years ago, I started writing my poems, and I try, uh, in daily basis. And I said, let's do this every day, and I I love it.
So what did you want to be when you were a kid? What was your dream?
To have success in my life. I tried everything. This is not coming from one thing. In life, you have to try so many things. For example, I travel the world. I live in Kings Point, New York. That's nature. Lots of birds in the morning. We feed them. I am vegan. Uh, my diet is very important to me. I take like a lot of vitamins every day. I take care of my body. I go to gym every day. There's so many things come together to have a right mind to do what you want.
So who's been an inspiration? Who's been kind of a hero for you to adopt this lifestyle and live the dream that you've envisioned?
That's hard to say. I tried many things, did different things. You know, that was my own experience. I tried so many things. Whatever come to my mind, I try it. I do try new things every day. That's gonna be that was a wonderful journey.
So let me ask you this. If you can meet anybody on the planet right now, whether it's a writer or an artist, one person that you would like to hang out with that might help you on your journey, who would you love to meet and talk to?
Charlie Chaplin.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That would be good.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how did you develop this knack for comedy and talking about laughing and how did that happen?
I a happy guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know, I started my poems. There was some ideas, and I said, let's do this laughter. Let's make the laughter my brand.
Yeah.
And I call myself agent of laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have videos I YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram every day, and I talk about a positive mindset, and I call myself agent of laughter.
That's awesome. So, what's the biggest risk that you've taken? In life, to get where we want to go, you have to take risks. What's the biggest risk that you've taken?
The biggest risk that was to uh, leave my jewelry business, diamond business,
Yeah,
and to start my artwork and my writing. I started my writing. That was the biggest risk I took, and that was you know I started writing like 10 years ago, but I published my first book only last year.
yeah,
That was a long journey.
yeah,
You have to do what you love.
yeah.
That's what I say, and I say if you want the people to tell the truth, just make them laugh.
That's it. I get it. So, what has been one of the best letters you've gotten from a fan, somebody that's gotten your book, or one of the best reviews?
I have on my Amazon account, I have lots of reviews on 5 stars. And one of the best reviews was somebody called me to ask me if I can, uh, they want to introduce my book to the hospitals and to give my book to whoever needs to inspire them and give them light.
Yeah. So, how do you balance this life of taking care of yourself? You're obviously a vegan, you're very, very health conscious. How do you take care of yourself and to make your books and to make people happy? How does all of this work? What's your motivation every day?
The most important thing I do every day, I try to be in good mood, to start my day in positive note, to make my surrounding happy, my family and friends, and to start my day. You know, positive mindset is very important. You have to take every day. Uh, you have to take your reality better than there is. Maybe sometimes that's not the best uh, reality, but you have to take it better than there is to keep going. You never can stop. Uh, Positive mindset that the defining moment.
Yeah.
You have to keep going and make your surrounding happy, family happy. I always take care of my surrounding. I make everybody okay.
What's the
Yeah.
best advice you've ever gotten?
My main message is don't compare yourself to someone else.
Yeah.
If you compare yourself to someone else, that's not gonna you, you're gonna stop your own journey.
Yeah.
Just just live your life, and everything comes together. If you compare yourself to someone else, you uh, you give them energy.
Yeah.
You forget about your own life.
Yeah. So, you've talked about traveling quite a bit. What was one of the most unexpectedly beautiful places that you visited on the planet?
My favorite place I visited, that was Far East.
Yeah.
Far East, like Hong Kong, Singapore, like Japan.
Yeah.
People very educated. They are, they still are very clean. They never steal from each other. That's different world, and uh, that's so amazing. And in Europe, I like Italy, like Spain. People are very happy, and of course New York,
Yeah.
the best city.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Live, everything live, 24 hours a day.
Yeah, for sure. So let me ask you this. If you had a dream tonight and you ran into the 18-year-old version of you, you could give that young version of you a piece of advice based on this life you've led, the wisdom you've gained, what advice would you give your younger self?
To start my dream earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah, to start my my poems earlier.
yeah,
You know, to motivate myself, do it for myself, not for someone else.
yeah,
Yeah, you have to believe in yourself.
yeah.
You have to believe in yourself, and if you have something on your mind, if you want to try something new, just go do it. Take a chance.
So, if everything that you've done and become in your life evolved to, what are you the proudest of?
My books,
Yeah,
yeah, my books make me so happy.
yeah,
Make me laugh every day.
yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have a poem that you could recite?
yeah, of course.
I'd love to hear one.
That's my first book, Rules
Yeah,
of Laughter.
yeah.
Balance is not something you can find, it's something you create with love and laughter. Real conversation with love and laughter is very sexy.
Yeah.
There is no friend as loyal as book, especially when the book is about laughter.
I love it. I love it. So let me ask you this. Everyone has a perception of you, family, friends, everyone that gets your books, everyone that's known you in a business sense, but you're the one running the show. What's your perception of you? Who do you think you are?
The agent of laughter.
I love it.
Yeah, I try to bring a positive energy toward eco and to make everyone happy. And if someone read my book and make them happy, that means the world to me.
So if anyone wants to get your books, if anyone wants to reach out, they want to learn more, anything about your world, where's the best place to go?
Yes, my website is rulesoflaughter.com. That's connected to Amazon. Also, I sell my signed copies, signed bookmarks, my pins, stickers, posters, and also every day I post videos about positive energy on my YouTube channel, to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Every day I post videos, short videos about the positive mindset, so everyone can join me and start uh, start the day in positive note. And I hope I can make everyone happy.
Absolutely. No, you've made me very happy with this interview. Thank you so much for taking time out. It's an honor to meet you and best of luck with all the success and books that come out.
My pleasure to be here.
Hello, friends. Joe Dimino here. I just wanted to let you know that after 30 years or so, I have finally released my first book of poetry through the mighty Spartan Press here in Kansas City, Missouri. As the creator and host of both Neon Jazz Radio and the Famous Interviews with Joe Dimino podcast, along with being a visual artist, I'm ready to embark on a new adventure and want you to be a part of it. You can get a copy online via Barnes & Noble, Amazon, and actually on the streets in Kansas City at the great Prospero's bookstore off 39th Street. You can also visit joedimino.com for links to the book, to more poetry, and everything in my world, including paintings. Thanks for all of the love and support over the years, and please dig the words.